My mother told me, son, I'm gonna find you a woman. Just be patient, and she'll appear. One of a kind and extremely rare. She'll be a lot like you, and a woman that's true. And she closed her eyes as she said, goodbye. My mother died peacefully, knowing I'd find you eventually. She'd be proud to see my arms around you. There's nothing like being in love, romancing under the stars above. There's nothing like holding hands, strolling along a beach of white sand. When I reach for your hand, chills run up and down my spine, making me know you're mine, oh mine. I wake up to hear your voice, I go to sleep to hold you tight. Heart melts when you say hello, kiss my lips and I lose control. There's nothing like being in love, romancing under the stars above. There's nothing like holding hands, strolling along a beach of white sand. Now you got me swimming in a pool of love, and you got me floating on a cloud above. Run your fingers through my wavy hair, making me feel strong as a grizzly bear. Nothing on earth I wouldn't do. I'm so in love with you, how could I lose? There's nothing like being in love, romancing under the stars above. There's nothing like holding hands, strolling along a beach of white sand. There's nothing like being in love, romancing under the stars above. There's nothing like holding hands, strolling along a beach of white sand. I'm mother prayed to God I'd find you one day. Now you're here, don't go away. Strolling along a beach of white sand. There is nothing like being in love.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I like to be able to say, welcome. I've been doing it for, 9 years?
Long time.
And they steal my lines all over the place.
Everyone's stealing your lines and making money on you. You should have trademarked it, I think.
What the hell are you doing to me? What are you doing?
It must be the light bulbs. I don't know. It must be the allergies kicking in. It's like all of a sudden you were fine, and then you sat next to me, and I don't know what to tell you.
I got to tell you, there's something about this Pure Light. It cures all ails.
Maybe
and
that's what it is.
I kept them on, and I'm feeling like it's cleaning the air.
It's cleaning you. Vicky says it feels calmer in here.
That's what they do. So I'm going to call George, who was brought in. Pure Light was brought in by Lights in the Night from Russ Johnson, who did a big favor for us today. And I want to go and talk to the universities about changing their light bulbs to this stuff. Because last night I found myself reading.
I feel like it should be like, oh, like the angels have sang. Sorry.
That's why you don't have your wine. You see, to you it's not a big deal. But
You
one
are
of the
reading?
reasons you don't read is
I know,
because you
so
don't have
can't see.
enough light.
I know. It's true.
And what happens is you're in a dingy room and your eyes begin to close and you don't read.
Or you can't see it because their glasses can't even magnify
No,
large
that's
enough.
not- that's
See,
not-
that's
no,
what I've got. My
that's-
glasses
maybe that's
don't
your
magnify
problem.
it enough.
Not me.
Definitely a lot. We have them overhead, right?
No, we have them on the feet.
There's definitely a different light in here. It's like
Yes.
being outside, right?
Yes, this is a whole thing. If you go to space and you're in the what is that?
The space shuttle?
Space shuttle, ship, whatever. These are the lights they use right here.
It's amazing. I
It
feel
cleans
like
the
I'm out in
air.
the sun. Can
It makes
tan
it.
you?
It makes you happy. All of these things. Look, it's over here. Read that.
It makes you happy.
That's what it says.
It says eliminates odor, helps most people feel happier,
Oh, wow.
helps plants grow faster and healthier and last longer.
I
cleans
got
the
a jungle
environment
here now.
Inside your home. I know. I tried trimming that elephant plant over there.
Don't try trimming it.
Helps
You're making it
eliminating
worse.
cigarette and cigar smoke. We have them in the bathroom, and it's supposed to eliminate allergens, but maybe it has to bring your allergens out to life
Maybe
first,
my allergens are coming out.
and then it will eliminate them.
I
It'll
feel like an allergen
it's going to take them away in the spaceship.
in a spaceship. And therein lies Russell Johnson's Lights in the Night. Monday nights, we are doing abduction. Abduction, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about abductions.
And Michael actually put a piece together for abduction. But we want you to tell us about your story. Anything, you come into studio, you can call in, you can write in, you can send smoke signals. It doesn't really make a
Can we
difference.
put a request in to be abducted? Do they take requests?
I can put that in for you.
maybe that would help me out.
You know, you're flying to, where
I
you
know,
going?
I'm flying
Seattle?
to Seattle.
I wouldn't be talking about abductions.
I'm flying across
Planes
the country.
disappear in the air and you come
do
back
keep
20 years
people
later.
The Galactic Federation. Put your request in.
20 and back, the Galactic Federation. I
Not
can
only
request.
that, they do everything.
You're
It's
going to
not
come
just
back
putting
as
them on.
Sally.
They what?
They do
She's going to
keep
come back
some.
as you.
Okay, I'll come back as Dawn. I'll be younger.
She says her right hip hurts. Can I imagine why? And I pulled up my dress and I said, because
Oh
I've got
my
a big
God.
bruise here. Maybe that's why your right hip hurts.
Yeah.
Well, if
Please
you
stay
want,
well.
I can get a hammer, I can hit you on the left hip, and
No,
then they'll
it's
match.
like, it's like burning, and I never knocked it, and I made out my
Yeah,
girlfriend.
but I did.
Mindy. But you did. But she did nothing, and the first thing she told me that her arm was burning, and she did nothing. So I figured we
Her
were both
arm is
abducted.
burning. Her
We
brain
got-
is burning.
We got 2 pictures of Janet up there. It's like Janet was abducted and she went into duplicate.
That's what
It's
happened.
happening already. I was abducted.
It's all good.
Janet, do you have an abduction story
Unfortunately, no, I don't. Or
That you
maybe
remember?
fortunately, I don't know.
that you remember? Because some of this stuff you don't remember until it happens. And you go, wow, this is like deja vu.
Can't say that it's happened to me.
You never had a deja vu moment?
Oh, deja vu, yes, but not an abduction moment.
That's what it is. Deja vu is an
You've
abduction.
been abducted, Michael?
No, but I know one of the most famous abduction cases.
Michael, take it easy. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Things
Jay,
that
have you
happen.
ever been abducted? I'm afraid to ask Jay questions like that.
Not that I know of.
Yeah,
I mean, unless they took my memory of it.
they will take it.
He has.
They will take your
He just doesn't
Sally,
know.
yes?
I have, yeah, quite a few
Do you
times.
think they took Jay's memory of it and he's been abducted?
I think he has, because I feel that he has, but you're not quite ready to find out, but you will.
Okay.
Okay?
And what's going to happen when he finds out?
Yeah.
He'll
then
be
what?
fine. He'll be ready.
Oh.
You'll be ready.
Okay.
You know, the one person I never asked if she was abducted is you.
Not
you
that
been
I
abducted?
know of.
Well,
You?
she
Not
has.
that I know of.
Too, yeah.
Even I know she has, which is a real strange thing.
And I know you have for sure.
No, I
we know
haven't.
that.
I
You,
haven't.
You think
That-
I've been abducted?
Yeah.
Russ, you think I've been abducted?
yeah.
Me.
You have to. One.
You, it's an
Be
open
brave,
question.
Buzz. Be brave. Be brave. Tell her the truth.
That's an open question at this time, but I'm
That's an
sure
open
it's
question.
coming.
Have you been abducted, Russ?
Many
How many times?
Many times.
This is a question.
Many times.
Many, many, many.
Now it's funny because your guide, he knows.
I know.
That is strange.
His
Can I tell you
friend
how
knows.
strange that is?
It's beyond strange.
That's like you fried an egg last week, and he ate it.
He didn't actually know him, but his good friend knows him from Peru and his whole family.
Yeah.
I mean,
How strange is that?
yeah. How strange with our situation. That
No,
happened.
I don't tell people about our
I
situation.
do.
I don't.
But I don't mention your name.
I can't because
It's
then people
amazing.
think I've just lost my mind.
No, you haven't. You had
I
proof.
have. So there's no doubt about that.
You know I've lost my mind?
No, I know I have. There is no doubt.
I don't know what you got on or something. You're making me tear here.
I know.
Must be them light bulbs. Joy! Roger!
I know. All right, let's take a commercial break. I'll get you another
What the
tissue.
hell's going on here?
Did I bring the whole box out? Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't-
I brought the whole
no,
box.
I'm good with the tissue.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Like and subscribe. We did a show this morning, Hello, Your Health is Calling, about stress and the things you don't know about it. And I feel like that's my middle name.
Actually, Russ Johnson helped us with that, talking about
That was
the
with
veterans.
Beach Jam Media, so that was a great show as
Well,
well.
the second show.
We did back-to-back shows this
And I
morning.
need to talk to her.
Okay.
Is she back in Arizona?
Who? Hello, Your Health is Calling?
Yes.
She's back in Arizona. Beach Jam Media is in Georgia. Yes, everyone's
Well,
back.
we opened up Georgia yesterday. I got it to open up Arizona.
Everything is back. I have a call with her today at some time. All right, more to come. Like and subscribe. You can find us on YouTube as well as all of our other shows at Amp Media Productions. And we'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Amp Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza. Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Wings, we also sell them.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Oh, he's funny. And we're back.
Crew's in a good mood. Vicky's working hard. She's happy with what she's got going on. Jay?
We got a lot of news coming out.
A lot of news? We got a lot of crew on vacation, too.
I'm not worried about that. We got a lot of good stuff coming out. You know, it's funny because on Tuesday we had Helen Archer. And she said, plant the seeds. And I was watching a show called Suits. And I watched it again yesterday. You ever seen Suits?
I love that show.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, it's a great show.
And I watched it again yesterday, the part that woke me up. It's when Lewis decides, you know, he's had enough playing defense, he's going to play offense. And I've decided that I'm tired of playing defense. You know, when you have the cards, when you have the game, when you're doing the show, when you're doing your business, and you're good at it, the best at it, why do you need to beg people to come and be successful? And you don't want to do it, don't do it. But I'm tired of that. So yesterday, phenomenal things happened. This morning, more phenomenal things are happening. Because I'm telling people, you know, be right, be you, but don't make me want you to be successful. I need you to want to be successful. Why am I even sweating that?
True that.
So we got exciting things coming. I'm hoping the next week, apparently we're getting rid of 6 of these. Apparently next week we are going to start taping in 2 weeks. We're talking to Janet here about doing the Latin beat again. And Liz said that she wants to play as well. And there's somebody else. Who's the third? Oh, and Lucky. So the 3 of them will be more than enough, and we could interchange it on taking it on the road and bringing in our Latino community back to the surface so they can interview you and amplify your business in Spanish.
We actually just got a press release back in Spanish, so I'll have to give it to one of you to make sure
Give it to
it
her.
says what you want it to say.
You read Spanish, right?
Super exciting, yeah. I do.
I'll give it to, they sent it over and I just saw it come across. I'm like, oh, this press release in Spanish.
This is
That's
our
on the
second one.
foundation.
Or first?
I'm not sure. It's in Spanish. I have to give it to Janet to read. I'll let you know. She'll let me know what it is.
It's fantastic news, but there are things growing and going. This afternoon we're going to be, because tomorrow we're closed for maintenance, and we're going to do Inside the Mind of an Artist, and they don't even know who they're interviewing today. I'm going to keep it a surprise so the person gets here, because I don't want to prep them. I want them to
I
do
kind
it.
of like the name The Latino Beat. Is that what we're going to call it?
We can.
I thought we said fuego.
Oh, we can do Latino beat. We can do anything you want.
Fuego. We can wear.
What do you want to call it?
I don't know. Latino beat is cool. I like that.
I kind of like that. Change it up a little bit. Fuego, we had a few issues with Fuego 2.0. Maybe we changed the Latino
I'm
Beat.
going to make
Maybe
you.
we start fresh.
I'm
Latino
going to
beat.
make you Latin one way or the other. You know, not everybody can dance in merengue,
This is true.
right? So the problem here is that if you can't dance the merengue, you don't understand the beat. So that
Can you,
being-
Freddie? Can you dance a merengue?
Of course. Merengue, All of it.
Not me.
Salsa, the whole night. But the object of the game is that you got to have rhythm.
Yeah.
It's like when Jay does his drawings, his pencil drawings. Got to have rhythm. Sally, I don't know what the hell she does.
I think the other important thing that Janet does is what she does for a
Excuse
business.
Sally's psychic abilities. And Janet does something very interesting as well. We're
Now
on
you
the air,
can
not now.
go talk to Jay.
Sally does something very interesting because she helps businesses get their game going.
Yeah. So I help business owners develop corporate credit, true corporate credit, so that they can separate their personal credit out of their businesses and qualify for loans at low corporate rates without personal guarantees, and really have the financing to scale their businesses to do what they need to do.
Now, I had a question for you because I saw that the Fed has decided to hold still on lowering the interest rates till September.
Yeah.
And then they're coming down. And it's interesting the way they do that because that just blows up the stock market when they make the announcement. Does that Fed rate have anything to do with businesses as well if they lower it?
Yeah. So when the Fed keeps the rates high, all the rates are high. When the Fed lowers the rates, all the rates go a little
So
bit
it affects the
lower.
businesses directly?
It does affect them directly. It affects credit card rates. It affects every rate, really. But if they're developing corporate credit, no matter what rate environment they're in, they will qualify for the lowest rates available in the market. So either way, whether rates are being held high or being kept low, it's important to do for a business owner.
Now, does it matter if you're an LLC, subchapter S, or a corporation?
It doesn't matter. We can work with all of them, as long as they have a legal entity with an EIN. So an LLC, a corporation, subchapter S, or a C Corp, doesn't matter.
So if somebody comes to see you and they're not formulated yet, you can help them do that?
Of course, yeah. I
And
can
then
guide
once
them.
that gets rolling, then you have a blueprint on success to...
Yeah. So what we do is, it's actually very exciting because what we do is we put the business through a 150-point scan that bankers use when they are judging a business to see if they're creditworthy or not. And then we'll tell them what steps they have to do where they're falling short on the scan, what they have to do to make themselves bankable.
And what types of things are they looking for?
So it's a lot of different things. Some of them are counterintuitive, but some of them are your regular things, like your name registered. Is it the same on the federal registry as the state versus your tax returns versus your licensing boards? Is it exactly the same? Is your address listed with 411? Believe it or not, that's a thing that they look at.
Wow.
Because banks have a list of about 150 points that if the situation is not perfect, those are the people who tend to default. So they sell these loans, and they're looking for people who fit into that box of loans that they're packaging together to sell. Because
So making your package attractive to resell
Correct.
is part of the equation.
Correct. Like I like to tell a business that we make them look like the supermodel on the cover of Vogue. When she woke up that morning, she did not look like she looked on that cover. Her hair was messy. She wasn't wearing any makeup. Yeah, she was beautiful, but she didn't look flawless like she looks on the cover of Vogue. We make your business look as flawless as possible so that when you're in front of the bank, you look like that supermodel.
So you must love the show Suits because that's what it's about.
I love that show.
And how fast it is. I didn't know half of the things that they talk about.
Oh my God, I love that show.
How you can get out of certain equations if you formulate an LLC. There's all sorts of
Really?
nitty gritty. And it's funny because the wealthiest 1% of the country, the reason they don't file taxes and everything else is because they play within the rules.
Yeah.
Which have other rules.
Yeah.
Which have other rules. And they know all the rules. So if you know the rules, you can get by on having a no-name business into a business name through your credit.
Yeah. So a lot of small business owners think that corporate credit is only for the big boys, like Elon Musk and those guys. It's not. You can follow the steps and make yourself bankable too, and you can make your corporation or your LLC very financially sound.
How
you just
long
have
does
to
it
know
usually take?
Yeah.
So At the most, it'll take a year, on average, 4 to 6 months to become bankable, but they have to follow the steps. You know, it takes the cooperation of the business owner.
Now, do you work, now every business goes to a bank and they open up an account.
Yeah.
And you try to become friendly with your bank. You should anyway.
Of course.
You know who your banker is, you should, because those are the people that are going to help you make decisions in the future.
For
do
sure.
you work with the person's banker, for lack of a better word?
We don't work with the person's banker. We work with the person so that they can sit in front of their banker and look attractive. There's no reason for us to step in there. At the end of the day, it's their company, their business. They want to represent themselves as themselves, but we help them get there so that they're confident and that they know that they're going to be approved for the loans that they apply for.
That's pretty cool, because a lot of new businesses are afraid to get the information to get them to that next level, because they say, you know, I didn't pay this, I didn't pay that, I fell behind this and this and that. So you really don't want to tell people to look under your dress, for lack of a better word, right?
Yeah.
So when you have somebody like her, like Janet, who works with you, all of that has to be exposed and it has to be put on the table, because in order to get to that next level,
Yeah, you have to expose it and take care of it before we can make it look better. I mean,
and there's only one way to do that, is to go through it.
but it can be done very privately. We won't share it with the world. We'll just fix
Do
it.
they work with you? Is it a monthly fee to work with you, or how does the company work?
So it's not a monthly fee. It's one price,
Okay,
and it's for the duration of the.
to get you to where you need to
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Are there different packages, or it's one set done?
There's a couple of different packages.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they just contact you and figure out what works best.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the
Makes it sound
website?
simple.
So it's assurancebusinessconcepts.com.
And a phone number?
The phone number to reach me is 718-869-0903.
She has a Bronx number, Queens and Bronx. 718.
I'm from Queens.
Queens, Bronx, 718.
I'm from
And then
Queens, and I love my number, so I'm not giving it up.
You can also help businesses, Latin-speaking businesses?
I can. I speak fluent Spanish, so I can help anybody, all my Latino friends out there. I can help you with your businesses as well.
You know how
Not for
important that is?
profits, do you help them?
Not-for-profits are a little bit more difficult because the lending for that is different. So I try to kind of stay away from that, because I don't want to disappoint them, really. It's a whole other market. But LLCs and corporations, every day, from startups up until businesses that are decades old.
What about businesses owned by veterans?
Sure.
You can help them.
Of course.
See, that's my idea here.
Happily.
Her and Jennifer. And you know, there's a vet in every state. It's the only thing in the world that there's one of in every state in the United States.
Yeah.
And we want to reach every vet to give them, business owners, to give them an opportunity that if they need help is here.
100%.
So that's one of the reasons why we opened up in Atlanta. We're going to be opening up in Melbourne, Sarasota, California we have, and Arizona next, to try to reach out to our vets, to try to let them know that if you're a business owner and you're a veteran, there's things that could be done to improve your standing so you could do more things with your business. The guy who had the moving company up in West Palm Beach, which I'm going to reach out to Michael today, because I have a feeling they could use her help. Something's telling me they could use her help.
All right, so
I'd be happy to help them.
contact Janet for more information. Exciting things, and then the Latino Beat. More to come. We'll fill you in on that
That you
as
like
well.
now, right? Now we're going to be calling it the Latino Beat.
I kind of like it better than the other name. It's time for a fresh start.
But then I got to get new cups. I'm only
We
kidding.
can handle that too. All right, more to come. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Baxton is cooking in the kitchen some potato salad. I don't know why, but let's take a look. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art.
His 40 years in the construction industry created a foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft, silk, touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last. Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I think that souffle ought to be done. Oh, it is done. It's perfect. It's just perfect. Look at that.
Hello, boys and girls. Phenomenal to see you again. So it is summertime. That means the air is warm, the birds are singing outside, and the best of all, no school. How about that? So today I'm going to teach you how to make a summer classic, and that is potato salad. Without further ado, let's get going here. So we want to start off with a good quality mayo. I'm using Duke's mayo. You can find every single thing I'm using in this recipe at Publix. So you want to add a fair amount of mayo. That's going to be the base of our recipe here. Give it a bit of a shake, a bit of a squeeze, and there we go. We got our mayo. So now we add a bit of our pickle relish. So we add our pickle relish. I'm using Heinz today. So I need to know this, boys and girls, please let me know, what's the best kind of pickle relish? I don't think there's the Heinz pickle relish is about the only pickle relish I'm aware of. So now we want to take a little mixture here, our concoction, which is the mayo and the pickle relish, and give it a nice big old whisk here. And we want to make sure it's all combined and beautiful here. You want to make sure, do not just mix in the middle. You want to get everything off the sides as well. So once you're done, it should look like that. It should look something similar to a tartar sauce. So now we want to take a bit of our mustard. I use mustard in my potato salad. You can use whatever you want. I don't want you to see my recipes that I teach you, boys and girls, as something that's set in stone. I want you to use them as guidelines. Be creative with what you do in the kitchen. That's what cooking is all about. It's about creativity, putting your own spin on your food. I am using, this is where a bit of my creativity comes in, a bit of Vidalia onion mustard. It adds a bit of bite to it. So then we just want to add a bit of this. I add a good amount of this because it's a very good high quality mustard. And then once again, give it a nice, good mix. That smells delicious already. So we continuously mix. Okay. Now here's another way that things will get a bit more interesting. Okay. Kyber, can you see where Aiden is? He disappeared on me. Okay. So now we add a bit of pizzazz, a bit of excitement, a bit of wood fire garlic seasoning. You disappeared on me. You're fired. Oh. Did you even get the scissors?
No.
I asked you to get scissors for chives. Get me scissors and one tasting spoon. Pronto. I'm joking. We love Aiden. Aiden's the best. But we want to be using a bit of our wood fire garlic seasoning. Let me tell you, boys and girls, this seasoning is beyond good. It is so stinking good. So we want to add a fair amount of here. This is, once again, it's going to add a very nice, interesting flavor to everything. You want to give it a nice, solid mix.
No scissors, just knife, fork, and spoon.
You're fired. All right. Okay. So we want to continuously mix, make sure we get everything beautifully combined before we do our next part here. Now, boys and girls, for the next part, pay close attention to the potatoes you're buying. I bought the wrong kind. But you know what, boys and girls? Sometimes you make a mistake in the kitchen. And instead of giving up, you work around it. So now we want to add our potatoes. And we don't want to do big, heavy mixing anymore. We want to do nice, gentle mixing. It's less about mixing in this stage right now and more about folding. You want to take your spoon here and almost scrape the bottom of it and lift it up and then put it back in the bowl. And that is what folding is. Okay. So now we want to add a bit of our onions. You don't even have to cut onions anymore. You can find these at Publix. They are pre-diced yellow onions. You can't get any easier than that. All right. Okay, here we go. Now, we don't want to add too many. If you like onions, add a lot of them. I'm just going to add a few of them here and there. That's plenty of onions. And once again, you do not stir. You fold in this situation here. You fold, and you fold, and you fold. All right. So, boys and girls, normally what I would have you do, these are chives. They're like, think of onion's long lost cousin. These are chives right here. Normally what I would do is I'd take a big pair of scissors and you can cut them. But we don't have a pair of scissors today. What do we have? We have a kitchen knife. So let's see what we can get out of this here. You know, if they don't mix well, or if they don't cut well, oh, they're cutting. Okay.
Jax, cut back.
Who? Jax? Who's Jax?
Cut it on the plate, bro.
All right. Let's see here how this works. If this does not work, no biggie. These are simply good enough, good enough, good enough. The green onions right here, the chives, that's going to be the thing that provides a bit of extra color and flavor here. But if you do have, let me show you here. You may be able to see this if you zoom in a little bit. This has kind of jagged edges to the cut. If you do it with the kitchen knife, not the kitchen knife, but with the kitchen scissors, you're going to get a much cleaner cut. So if you have kitchen scissors, if you have kitchen scissors, use those instead of the kitchen knife. But if you have a kitchen knife and you still want to add chives, then use your kitchen knife. You got to use what you got on hand. All right. Now, you want to add a bit of color to the top, a bit of freshly smoked paprika. And there you have it. A beautiful potato salad, perfect for the summer. But it can't just look pretty. How does it taste, boys and girls? Let's see here. Get a piece of potato. Get a bit of onion here. That is very good potato salad. And the real kicker, there's two real kickers to this potato salad. What makes it so interesting and it adds that certain smokiness to it, that is the two MVPs of this recipe. Vidalia onion mustard and the wood fire garlic. That tastes so freaking good. Let me try that. I need to take another bite here because this is so freaking delicious. If you're having a barbecue, an end of summer party, a birthday, and you're looking for just a good potato salad recipe, that is outstanding. And let me tell you, boys and girls, so simple and easy to make. You don't even have to boil potatoes. Just make sure you buy the right ones. But if you go to Publix, most likely you'll be able to find pre-cooked fingerling potatoes. You just put them in the microwave for a bit. You make the dressing, and remember the dressing in this order was the mayo, pickle relish, a bit of a good quality mustard, the wood-fired garlic seasoning, and that's it. And it tastes like $1,000,000. So on that note, I do believe we have run out of time for today's show, but just enjoy the summer while it's still here. Because before you know it, it'll be over. And you'll be back in school and you'll be learning more. And before you know it, after that, summer's going to be here again. So you know what? Enjoy yourselves. Jump in the pool. Have some fun. And have a great day. Who wants to try this?
All right, so you got to go ahead and try it.
And now we're going to try.
Everyone has some. Sally, Jay, give it a try and see. I tried to cut it up into bite-sized pieces for everybody.
I'll be damned, it's not bad.
Good?
It's good.
I kind of like it. I don't know. I was skeptical about the relish, but
Who would have ever thought?
This maniac does it again.
Right?
This is really good.
I know. The way he was whipping up the mayo and the mustard and the paprika and the paprika or paprika? Paprika. It's on Sally's shirt. We got to get Michael. Can you get Sally a napkin, please?
Oh no.
Good.
I'm amazed. Right?
Nice
too,
job,
it's good.
Paxton. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got a special interview today with Homes for the Brave coming to you. So all the way from Connecticut. You don't want to miss this one. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing. What's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa that I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call. So please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Don and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Wow.
It wasn't on.
Potato salad was good, right?
I just called him. I said, "You maniac, it's pretty good." I hate it when he does that. He puts some concoction always together that when I'm looking at him do it, I says, "I'm not eating that."
And it's always good.
And it's always freaking good.
I know. I saved it so there's more for everybody. All right, ready to get into this interview? This interview, I'm excited. His name is Vince Santilli. He is the CEO of Homes for the Brave, which is located in Connecticut. It's about our veterans, and there are housing facilities for our veterans, men's, and then he's got some exciting news about the women's as well. And hopefully I'll get to introduce Vince to Jennifer Corbin-Carson, who is the
Very
host
good.
of Beach Jam Media. A lot about our veterans and to Russ as well, and he's doing great things, making great strides. Vince has been, oh my gosh, he was in the Penn Gazette. He was written up. Went to University of Pennsylvania, so he knew Chuck. They actually went to middle school, I think, together. So when Chuck reconnected with him, I said, I have to meet him. And what a great guy. So let's bring over Vince. How you doing?
We're doing tremendous, Dawn. And hello, Freddie. Every day, no matter what's happening here, tremendous is the response on that. And again, we're really blessed and fortunate to be able to help and support and guide the men and women that have really protected all of us.
And Vince has been with Homes for the Brave since 2016, correct?
Yes, indeed. 8 years and going on 4 months, Dawn, and it's been quite a journey.
And I'd love to hear your backstory, because you didn't just suddenly just end up in Homes for the Brave because it was a job opening. You have a personal story to this.
Well, yes, and it's important to note, I know you're in South Florida, and that's where I was raised, actually in Miami Lakes, Florida, and went to Hialeah, Miami Lakes Senior High School. I'm a proud graduate of HML, which was a very, very special place. I know it's a little bit different now than it was then, but just an incredible school, incredible place to go to high school and meet so many terrific classmates like your husband, Dawn. And, my dad was a U.S. Army veteran. He served in World War II. Crazy, he wasn't even born in this country. And, so he was born in Italy, came here, and at the tender age of 20 was in some very intense combat in the Philippines and Japan, and served very honorably in a very decorated and vaunted 503rd Parachute Regiment, Infantry Regiment. He was a paratrooper, and we never heard much about it. And then after my freshman year at Penn, just a few days later, all of a sudden, Dad just basically didn't wake up on a Sunday morning. So his life ended at Palmetto General Hospital in Hialeah, Florida. But the crazy thing is that all of a sudden we're getting letters from the VA indicating it was a service-connected death, and we were saying, how in the world could that be? And it turned out that he had malaria while in the Philippines, and just passed away at the age of 56 and had the arteries of an 85, 90-year-old man. So it was ruled a service-connected death, and that enabled me to get through Penn. And then, of course, I graduated from Penn and began my banking career, but always had an affinity for veterans. And here in the state of Connecticut, I started a veterans visit through the Knights of Columbus that began in 1993. And, so every year we'd go to the VA Medical Center in West Haven, Connecticut, and go room to room with Christmas, cheer and tote bags with useful items for the veterans there. And when Homes to the Brave, where I'm sitting now, opened in 2002, that became our second stop. And when our women's house, which, by the way, is still the only women's house in the state of Connecticut for women veterans and young children, when that opened in 2011, that became our third stop. And, next thing looking and the CEO, the previous CEO retired. And so I applied for the job here, along with 440 something other people. And next thing you know, I'm sitting in the seat and they hand me the keys to the car. And I'm going to tell you, it's a lot different running the organization than it was, being here as a volunteer, which I was on the Sunday before Christmas every year since it opened.
Vince, what are you seeing has changed since you've started? I know you've incredible growth financially with Homes for the Brave that you've brought forward in your team in Connecticut. What have you see has changed with the economy or with veterans and their families since then?
Well, Dawn, I think mental health needs in particular have exploded. 72% of the veterans that we're serving currently are experiencing mental health or addiction issues. PTSD is a very common denominator in our houses. The struggle to overcome addictions is very common, and that's exacerbated just in the last few years. And you know what? Many people are attributing that to the pandemic and kind of saying, well, the pandemic has created a huge uptick in mental health issues across our country. But, between you, me, and Freddie, I will tell you, from my perspective, I think we were heading in that direction, whether there ever was a pandemic or not. And that's just my opinion. I'm certainly not a mental health professional. I'm a banker by trade. So, but that's just the sense I get.
I think he's right. I think mental health is, we've been talking about it for years, but I think it's gotten to a whole new crisis mode, and not enough attention is being given. Forget about vets in general, but just in mental health world. When it comes to the vet, though, these guys and ladies have put their life on the line. I think that we just owe it to them to do a little bit more. The story you just told is an amazing
dad,
story,
right?
About your dad, man.
So
that was
sorry.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, Freddie. And it's something that again was just not. It was never really spoken about, and it all unraveled when my youngest son, who's now 27, applied for an American Legion scholarship when he was a senior in high school, and I didn't even know. So the commander of the American Legion in our town then called and said, and was asking me, what unit was he in, and I didn't even know. And so my mom was still alive at that point. So, and I went to her house every single day, but not beyond a certain time. And so after that call, I said, Mom, I'm coming over right now. And, and next thing you know, we found in his stuff, journals from his company. This happened. They were encountering, significant artillery fire, trying to cross a river. This is that. And and so I had, of course, all that laminated, but it just opened up just so much that we just had no idea. And so many of those gentlemen, and even our guys here in this house now, in our men's house, and the women in our women's house, it's not something they talk about a great deal at all. They don't talk about necessarily their time in the service.
My brother, when I lost my brother, he died suddenly, and he died going to the movies. He died in the parking lot of the movie theaters, Lower's Paradise, by Co-op City in the Bronx. And when he died, he was 58, and we did not know what to do. We weren't preparing for this. Harry was as strong as a horse. Nobody knew that this was going to happen. And there was a friend of mine who was in charge of Yonkers. He was in charge of funerals and everything else for the state, for the city. He shut it down to come and help me. And he says, your brother's a vet? I go, yes. And with that 214, the D214, when I produced that, it changed the whole equation of the game. We didn't know how we were going to bury Harry. Forget about viewing him. I was going to cremate him, which Harry never wanted to be cremated, because we didn't have the money. We didn't know what to do. And the military came in, and we buried him 2.5 hours from the Bronx to the Poconos. They paid for everything, including the flag. You get a flag. I didn't know any of this stuff. To me, I was like, what? And it was a shocker when he died. Thank God that the military stepped up and they gave us everything that we needed, including the tombstone. I don't know what Harry did to deserve all this. I know that he was on a nuclear aircraft carrier. I know that.
Wow.
But I didn't know anything about anything of what he did. And it wasn't until that day that we buried him that the military showed up and they gave us all these credentials. I gave it to his wife and everything. So I can relate to what you're talking about, not knowing what happens in the service. You just don't know.
And the housing you have, how many men and how many women do you have right now in your housing?
Well, our men's transitional house, which is also our staff headquarters where I'm sitting now on Park Avenue in the south end of Bridgeport, has 42 beds. 37 of those beds are allocated to and for veterans. And then about 5 minutes away, we have a woman's house, which opened in 2011. And I remember being there. I was running a bank foundation at the time, thinking, wow, these are going to pop up all over the states, Hartford and New Haven. And guess what? It's still the only one. And that has 14 beds. That's for women veterans and their young children. 10 of the beds are for the veterans and up to 4 for children or overflow. And, it's a beautiful house. It's a beautiful house. And, we've had women coming to us in the dead of winter and living in a vehicle with a small child. And so this house has hardwood floors. It has stainless steel appliances in the kitchen, granite countertops in the restroom. It's just a beautiful place for these women to get back on their feet.
How do you choose, or is it open housing? Anyone who needs it can come in, or is there a qualification process?
Well, what happens is, in order to be eligible to live in our facilities, they have to have either had an honorable or an OTH, other than honorable discharge. If they had a dishonorable, they're not eligible because, each night one of these men or women has their head on one of our pillows. We'll put it that way. We get compensated by the VA, reimbursed by the VA. It doesn't come close to covering what the expenses truly are, but that's the way that works. And so they have to have met those criteria. And so the VA has a hot team, homeless outreach team, that will then hear, oh, we have a veteran here or there that's just got evicted or is on the street or is just living in a vehicle or whatever, and then they'll refer that man or woman to us. And then over time, in my 8 years, we've had a number of veterans that just show up at the door and say, look, I have no place to go. Or we get a phone call and say, there's a veteran just came off the train from a different part of the country, because we have men and women from all parts of the country, okay, that end up, staying with us. And, it's just, so it comes in all different formats, all different shapes and sizes, ages. A lot of people assume these are men and women that just got out. And in many cases, and we do have men and women in their 20s. But we just had an 82-year-old, U.S. Army veteran that just in last month in July, just moved out and got his own apartment just about 5 minutes away from here. So we have them from all eras, every branch of the service, all conflicts. It's just quite a mishmash.
And the other thing you do that's so inspiring, it's a little bit of what we get to do here with the Amp Media Futures Foundation, is when you have someone who's gone through your program or lived in your facility, you actually have hired some of them that they now oversee it and they become the managers of the house.
Yes, we have, house monitors and we have peer support specialists in our facilities. And what we do in almost every case, in particular here at the men's house, they're alums, as we call them, of our program. And I think this is really important because, for the men and women that are with us now, and in particular here at the men's house where I spend most of my time, guys are coming from all different scenarios, and we have some of them coming, their term of incarceration just ended. So now they're here. And so they can see this guy that's, working at the desk and say, wow, he just lived here a year ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago, whatever it might be. Wow, I remember seeing him up in prison, and now here he is here and he's working here. And I think that sends a message. That makes these men a beacon of hope, a role model for the men that are here now. And again, it's valuable information they have. They've gone through the program. They've been able to get themselves back on their feet. They're living, they can't perform this role while they're here. They have to be, they have to have moved on and are living in a permanent housing situation.
I wish you were here because I'm looking around the studio and I'm watching Sally's face. And your son was in the military, wasn't he? And he's having some rough times.
He has, yeah, he has. But there's days when he's fine, there's days when he's not. So listening to anything like this, it really brings home to me what he actually went through. I mean, it's hard to imagine what these kids go through, but I've had firsthand information a little bit. He tells me, not everything.
Yeah, Vince, I'm just looking around the room and I'm watching everyone so fixed on what you have to say, which is why I'm so glad that you're here. And you say you don't have to be a Connecticut resident.
No, absolutely not. No, we have gentlemen right now in this house from different parts of the country, from the Southwest, from the Southeast, and same women at our women's house as well. So, this is, they end up in Connecticut. And by the way, the VA Medical Center in West Haven and here in Connecticut, they have a great reputation. So sometimes veterans come here from other parts of the country because of that. I mean, I've heard horror stories from different parts of the country where folks, just to get an appointment, had to wait weeks or months. And then, so they come to Connecticut, and then, maybe your relationship goes off the rails. Maybe they're working and lose their job, or they begin to struggle with drugs or alcohol, and all of a sudden things start to unravel. It's really typically always those three things. Once in a while we get one of our veterans is coming to us. They were living in a house or an apartment. There was a fire, and so they're here on a temporary basis till things get squared away. But for the most part, it's those three factors that end up landing our men or women in our houses.
I wanted to ask Vince, so there are no other houses like yours in the other states? Because I just heard a mandate in California where the governor now has told whoever it is that he told, they didn't say, to remove the homeless off the streets of San Francisco. And I mean, it's really a problem out in California because of the weather and everything else. There's a lot of vets, and they're moving into the mountains, which is, I found this so crazy. There are caves in the mountains in California where the veterans are holding up in there to live. So I want to know, do they have any program like yours out there?
Oh, absolutely. I do believe, Freddie, and certainly California, the problem is like in the Los Angeles and San Diego
Correct.
areas,
Yes.
Southern
Yes.
Cal, it's epidemic. It's really bad. I mean, you can't even walk or drive a couple blocks and people aren't out there with, signs or holding a cup or whatever the case might be. It's really bad. And they're trying to, address it. And it's difficult. I mean, it's a big, big, big mountain to climb, and it's unfortunate. And when you think about, in this country, again, these are men and women that have worn the uniform, and so should that be the case? I don't believe it's a lot harder than it really should be sometimes. And when we even look at our financial situation and we look at the reimbursement we get from the VA, it's nowhere close to what it really costs to run these programs, especially when you're also delivering mental health services. Our chief clinical officer is a doctor of clinical psychology. We have therapists on staff, and they're needed. And it's not like you're saying, well, it's a luxury. It's not a luxury. It's an absolute necessity. And so, it's tough. It's tough. And there's programs, all across the country that in essence are fighting the same battle that we are.
And to raise some funds, they've got a big event coming up. Okay. August 17th, you have an event, Step Up for the Brave. And we've got some pictures here, Saturday, August 17th at the Sacred Heart University at the Hockey Arena. To raise money, we've got some pictures as well. There's a stair climb challenge, a walking challenge. I love this, though. There's a virtual walking challenge, which means you can donate, and there's a QR code as well. We can get you all the information. Register, and then send some monies, raise some monies for our vets.
It's unusual that I get into arguments with people, and I'm not, I'm not a pro at what Vince does or anything else, but it always behooved me how we can send monies outside of the country for different causes, for different things, for different weapons, for different this, different that.
Take a look.
And it always behooves me because if you were to take 1% of everything that's sent out and apply it to programs for our vets, you will resolve 80% of the problems that we're having. Because it all comes down to finances. It all comes down to money. It all comes down using the money correctly.
I kind of wish we were closer because I'd love to be able to get a bird's eye view and get into your facility and make a commercial for you or do some things. Because to bring more awareness to this, and I love the virtual side of it, that we can do this from anywhere. I can get on my stepper at home and be a part of this.
We could do this in any part of the country.
How great is that?
We should include Atlanta, include Arizona, include California, all the places, include JoJo. Everywhere we go, we should let them know and maybe hold something together at each place.
What are your goals for this event, for Step Up for the Brave?
Well, this is the 10th annual, so this is a 10th version, and it started with very modest beginnings, okay, in the minor league baseball stadium, which is just a couple blocks away. It's now the Bridgeport Amphitheater, so now great access to 6,000-seat amphitheater where you just had Chicago and somebody big just played there the other night. There was traffic all over the place. But it was a minor league baseball stadium. And so folks had 90 minutes. They could run up the stairs. They could, around the concourse, down the stairs, take as many laps as they can. The first year was 2015. It started off really modestly. 86 people did it. They raised about $16,000.
Wow.
Okay, it's grown each year. Last year we had almost 500 participants. And what happens is, some people just go take a lap or two, listen to them. There's music playing throughout the arena. There are cheerleaders along the course. And so people just enjoy just being there. And it's a happening event. Okay, others, last year, a Navy SEALs candidate won it, and he did 22 laps. And this guy didn't look like a distance runner. He looked like he could play linebacker in the NFL.
Wow.
And at the beginning, he's flying around the course, and I'm thinking, he's going to slow down at some point. He just never slowed down. So he did, 22 laps, And it's just, it's quite a spectacle. And it's unique to our organization, people stepping up for the brave. And we then, during the pandemic, we said, okay, we couldn't have 50 people anywhere. So we did it virtually for a couple of years. And so now we still have a virtual component. And would you know, 3 of our first signups came from Fresno, California. And so, or people could be anywhere in the world, technically. And then the week leading up to Saturday, August 17th. So the Monday through Friday, the 12th to the 16th, they then just submit, hey, I walked, 10 trillion steps or whatever it might be. And they get people to sponsor them. And it helps us, raise money. And so last year we generated just shy of 95,000. So we're aiming to go into the 6 figures. We're close to 80,000 in commitments right now. And so, we've got a few hills to climb in these next two weeks and a couple of days. So
it's amazing what you're doing, the commitment. And I know our veterans and our armed forces are always so close to your heart, Freddie.
It is. This is really interesting. I think we got to get the word out and see who we can get to participate in this. With the first step, you never know what can happen.
It all starts with one step, right?
That's all it starts with. So this is really good.
And Vince, your team has been incredible getting me information and pictures and so thorough. So I thank you and everyone at Homes for the Brave for all of that. Is there a website that you want them to reach out to or for more information? What's the best way to contact you all?
Absolutely. www.homesforthebrave.org. That's www.homesforthebrave.org. I know you mentioned you wished I was there. I wish I was there. And next time I get to South Florida, I promise if you'll have me, I'll come on with you in person. And then if either of you ever get up this way, Freddie, the Bronx is pretty close. I know that's where you're originally from.
Connecticut.
Let me ask you, the stadium is not the Bluefish, right? The baseball team?
Yeah, absolutely. That's right around the corner.
Me? Did you play there?
Are you kidding me?
Yep. And,
Bluefish used to have tryouts. When I was coaching the Condors, I used to send my kids up there. My son Freddie went to try out at the Bluefish. What a beautiful, beautiful place that place.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
and they
You
give
got
back
train-
to the community. So they used to have tryouts for baseball. And I'm saying to myself, this sounds like the Bluefish Stadium. Oh, I know it very, very well. I know exactly where you are.
Yeah, and Freddie, you mentioned Co-op City. I'm an assistant going into my 6th season at University of Bridgeport women's basketball, and we have a young lady from Co-op City, played her high school ball at Truman High School in the Bronx. And so, so it's just about an hour away. So
Truman High School. Played a lot of baseball. Played a lot of baseball in Co-op City. A lot of baseball, and I coached there along as well. Wow. Coincidence.
Vince, thank you so much for joining us. August 17th, check it out. Step Up for the Brave, Homes with an S, homesforthebrave.org for more information. Saturday, August 17th is their big fundraising event. Vince Santilli, thank you so much for joining us. It has been an honor to have you with us.
And for me as well. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Freddie.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. Homesforthebrave.org, August 17th for more information. We will post this flyer for you. You can scan the QR code. You can register, send donations, or you can participate virtually. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to talk to our artist in residence, and we'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing. What's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Dawn and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Boom. And we're back.
So you know the stadium, huh?
Yeah, I knew the stadium. I had a contract with the stadium. I knew the managers. I knew the organization. Because what happened was, at the time, New York City was not producing any kind of baseball talent. So what happened was they gave us an opportunity to take the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And because the Condors had won championships, we got invited. So I got to send some of my kids up there. And I knew there weren't going to be quality to play in Major League Baseball, but I wanted them to experience it. So they paid a tournament for us to go to USA Baseball Today in Pennsylvania. So we went out there and we played 8 games and we got destroyed. So the managers at the end of the tournament came over, all of them came over and they talked to my kids. Now mind you, the kids were crying. You know, you just got beat 8 times. And they said, you know, that you guys are here is a tribute to the people coaching you, and you're going to go on to be fantastic players. And Mr. Mata went to pitch on for the Philadelphia Phillies. Freddie could have gone on. He met Tim Tuffle in Jacksonville, and Tuffle says, I'm going to give you a trial with the Mets. And my son decided to go in a different way. So the program did work. But what he's talking about, the way they're using it, I completely understand that stadium setup because they were always for the community.
What a great event, August 17th. Nice guy, Vince Santilli, Homes for the Brave. We're going to re-air this segment on Monday on True Oldies, so we're going to be playing that at 8:30.
Perfect.
See if we can get them some more donations. I love watching everyone's faces as we do this. All right, you ready to check in? Before we do with Ben, we're going to check in with Sally and Jay. Jay has a new painting. I'm looking at the picture next to you, Jay, thinking, wow, did those colors change? Because I know that's not the picture that looked like when I started this morning, and I realized you brought in a new piece.
No, this is actually, this picture here, let me see if I can get it.
She's beautiful.
Right.
This is
right there.
Wow.
This picture here is actually one that I just finished. It's the I guess I could say it's the mate to the other one. I had the white horse and this is the black horse. They're a set.
That's beautiful. I wish my hair looked like hers. I guess I could do that. The pink and the yellow. Maybe I could add some extensions in. You never know.
Yeah, you should look like a pink horse.
She's magical. Is it a horse mate?
Yeah, horse mane.
Horse mane.
Yes, because it means
So if I had a horse mane, I could have.
I've been a horse guy.
You could be written like.
No, don't even.
I didn't say that, Sal.
Yeah, you didn't say that. All right, so what do you got going on for us? We have a
These
special show
lights
today.
are making me very sleepy.
Really?
These lights.
Really?
A little bit.
Well, your congestion cleared up, which is good.
Yes.
Which is nice. You've got Inside the Mind of an Artist today.
Yeah, we have a surprise guest.
We do.
We don't know.
It's a surprise to us.
It's a surprise for us.
Actually, 3 people that I invited to come on so far, I'm down to 1.
We
so
only
that
need
person's
one.
going to come.
One's good.
Today
One.
because I doubled up. I was going to have you do 2 interviews today. So we're doing 1. Maybe next week when we do it. And we're going to tape it tonight and we're going to air it tonight on
True
South
Oldies?
Florida, on True Oldies.
Nice.
Is the guest in the house?
Not yet.
Oh.
It's an interesting time of summer where I think people are wrapping up vacations and their kids are going back to school and all the things that they're doing because school starts here, I believe, in 2 weeks. Teachers are already back in South Florida. Georgia, school has already started. Everything in the South, I don't know why we seem to start early because it's so hot, but we seem to start earlier than the rest of the states. D.C. doesn't start till after Labor Day. I don't think New York starts till after Labor Day.
In England, they don't actually come out of school. Well, it used to be. It may have changed. The end of July, and then it goes into September.
Yeah, here they're already getting, which for businesses, which is for you, it's a good thing because it's been a long summer.
Do you know that in New York City, the PS system, PS 109, PS 110, they don't have air conditioning.
Still?
There's no AC.
Still?
Yeah. So they can't.
Still?
Yeah. They can't give summer school, so they started to build the annexes, the ones that had the AC. That's where they put the kids for summer school. But they got to wait till the summer cools off because you know how hot those classrooms get? It's tremendous. They have heating. They
But no
don't have
AC.
AC.
Triple digits, I would say.
Triple digits for sure.
So you send a kid to school and it's that hot. So what they used to do in my days, they used to put us in the gym because it has those vast ceilings so the air was cooler. But when you put 500 kids in the gym, it gets hot. So then they started to take us outside until they built the annex. So with the heat, they got a different problem now.
And it's hot.
And it's hot, baby.
It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
Yeah, because even though the weatherman says, but even this past weekend, they said, because we say overnight, but still it feels like triple digits.
It's ridiculously hot,
Western
right?
United States, like triple digits.
And the humidity, we got some rain coming in this weekend. With this heat and the rain, oh my God, it's like you can't breathe, it's so humid.
Not a good mix, honestly.
I know.
I'm going to take a trip to Mars.
I was going to say, where's she going?
Oh,
She's
you're
going
going
to
home?
Mars.
Mars.
You're going
yes.
home?
To Mars.
To Mars.
To Mars.
I heard it's not too bad, the weather there.
Well, during the winter season, it's colder than it is here.
In Mars?
During the winter.
Now,
He's a vast world of knowledge,
What's
by
the
the way.
desert?
this guy's like
Basically,
encyclopedia.
the entire desert.
Right.
So I've been hearing a lot of people say that they want to see the changing of the leaves. You heard this?
The changing
So
of-
everybody wants to go to a cold weather state.
In the fall.
It's funny because we lived we lived in the Bronx and in Queens.
Did
we
you have
couldn't-
leaves?
We couldn't care less.
Did you have trees?
Oh my
I'm
God,
kidding, I'm kidding.
I had to pick up the leaves. They all fall all over the place on your car and everything. But it was nice, but you didn't go out of your way to see it, right? Down here, there were people taking trips to New York to see the leaves change.
Yeah.
I said, just take a leaf and hold on to it. You hold on to it, it'll change.
The first time I went up to, I was dating Chuck, I guess, and first one we went to Penn for homecoming or whatever it was, and I had never seen leaves, nor did I understand you have to walk on them differently.
You had never seen leaves? You never
Not
seen
on the
a tree?
ground.
You never seen a tree?
I'm from Florida. They don't fall on the ground, and they don't change texture or anything. So I'm walking, I wipe out on the sidewalk because my little flats or whatever, I slip on the leaves. Okay. Now, we weren't married or anything because there was no way. I must have been in college. We go into a bar, meet up some of the friends from college. I walk out of the bar, and I wipe out again. Again. Second time on the leaves. So I'm thinking I either need new shoes, I need to learn to walk better,
cleats.
or I need somebody to clean the leaves. I'm going to take
need
my
cleats.
maintenance person with me to clean the leaves in front of me. He does manual labor, he tells me.
What is wrong with you?
That was my
can
first
relate
time.
because I fall a lot too. So.
She falls a lot, and you wonder why your leg hurts.
Yeah,
The two of you should tie each other at the feet and see who falls first. What do
Remember,
you mean
such
you
a
fell?
thing.
How
I
do you
slipped twice on the
How?
leaves.
You went to the car wash and slipped.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, no, I relate
I need like
very much
special
to that.
grips on my shoes or
I
something.
broke
Get
both
suction
shoulders.
cups.
Of course they do.
Suction cups.
Suction cups.
And since we were on the topic of these, there's actually a better place to go to. Have you guys ever been to the Smoky Mountains? Now, I've been
They are
a few
beautiful.
times. Because as you can see, like the mountain place, and you see all these beautiful leaves change in the autumn. That's where I've been more than
But-
You go to North Carolina this weekend and see Amy.
I'm sorry?
Go to North Carolina this weekend and go see Amy
Why?
in Smoky Mountains.
It's raining.
North Carolina?
A lot of rain coming in.
Might be.
In North Carolina.
You know, I don't want to drive to a hurricane storm. I don't want to go to the Keys because weather's coming
They
in.
don't. I wouldn't go to the Keys this weekend.
But all of Florida is underwater. I should go scuba diving.
I
That way I'm
suggest
already
you
wet.
stay home, Freddie. Just stay home.
One of my favorite things.
Shut up, plus one.
It's going to be very wet.
Bob the Cap Man.
Bob the Cat Man.
Scuba diving. You know, I was watching, they did a segment this morning that there's cameras in the pool to get the swimmers and everything. They have scuba divers that go in, they place the cameras, they make sure everything's going to get the right angles. Can you imagine that job?
I would love
Again,
that job.
back to what NBC is doing to bring these games to fruition. The amount of money and detail is amazing.
Dawn, they put cameras at home plate and on the bases in Major League Baseball.
But this you have to actually dive in and put, they have to be
But do you know what
water
it is to
safe
see
cameras.
somebody slice their cleat in your face on television? This is crazy.
You talked about the things that and since you're on the topic of that, I can see it's like, from what we're watching those Paris Olympics, they must have, transition from here and there when doing Paris Olympics. Even when live, they don't show people
Well,
clean their face and all.
in Major League Baseball, you're on the field, right, playing second base, and they're talking to the player. Or they're talking to the pitcher. That was a trip during the All-Star game. So he's telling the world, okay, I'm going to throw him a curveball. Let's see if he bites. And he's telling you why. Why he's pitching. I've never seen that in my life. That's amazing.
Amazing. All right, we've got one more Kahoot. As our summer session here wraps up with part of our Futures Foundation, and our summer crew and our summer interns are heading back to do things. Today is Ben, our Kahoot creator's last day at the studio, and he has a special wrap-up Kahoot. So everyone's going to get their phone out. If you are virtual, play along with us. You can go to Kahoot, KAHOOT.IT.
You know how to play
And we're going to
Kahoot?
put the special
Play what?
code in.
Kahoot.
Kahoot?
Kahoot. It's an interactive game.
Sounds like the restaurant I went to Kapow last night. Kapow?
Kahoot.
I went to
Kahoot.
Kapow for dinner.
Sounds good.
And there it is.
I'll try it.
You're going to try. Play along.
What do we do?
You're going to go
You go on
onto
your phone. You go on your phone.
You have to answer the question.
Nathan,
So the choices, which one you think is correct or not.
Okay.
Got to answer the question. Okay.
You guys have your phone?
But you gotta get your phone.
Oh.
And you gotta put it on your phone.
What do you got to download the
Ben,
app?
can you help them get it on their
No,
phones?
it's an open app.
It's a website too,
Help them on their phones, Ben, please.
Yeah, it's easy. Here, where's the happy...
Yes.
It's a website. Oh, you don't have to worry about the mic then. He does pick good music, I gotta tell you.
Here we go.
Can you help Miss Sally too, please? Ben.
Now it says game pin. Do I need it?
Yeah, the game pin's right there on the screen.
Michael, can you help Sally, please?
Yes.
Thank you. I got to log in. Kahoot.
That was my license plate in New York.
644-5461.
I can't read the questions. It's the reason why I can't answer fast enough. Because that light is right in my eyes.
Ben, who is this singing?
Oh, this song was originally performed back in the 1960s era. Buddy Greco. I
Buddy
love
Greco?
this one ever since the TV show 2012 Pan Am.
Do you know, I have to give you a compliment. Because you came in here a couple weeks ago talking about Pan Am.
Yes,
and the merch.
I mean, where the article saying that Pan Am is indeed coming back. But
Pan
it's not
Am
the way
is
it's
coming.
expected.
Pan Am is coming back, just like you said they were.
But however, it's not what you expect at all. I
You're
read
right.
out the article because they're taking a trip, but also they're trying to help bring back his legacy and such. Like, because I read an article saying about they're opening up Pan Am airport lounges, in
Yep.
which you can like sit down, enjoy, drink memorabilia everywhere. That's what
Just
it
like you said, they're bringing
Yes.
Pan Am back.
That's the only
That's right.
plane my
They
father
might
used to
help you
fly
keep
was
his
Pan Am
legacy,
out of
even though
LaGuardia.
it's not an airline anymore.
All right, you
No,
ready?
I have a Pan-
We're all
where,
in.
In New York? Oh, wow.
Thank you, plus one for keeping us on
TWA
point.
Hotel, Mama,
As
so
I
it's not
digress
Pan Am,
with
it's
Pan Am.
TWA. That because that's an iconic stuff up
All right, you ready, Ben?
2001.
Very special Kahoot relating to the film industry.
Believe me, this
Does it say get it ready,
Question.
Sally?
No, it's
Question
working.
one, it's
It'll
counting
come.
down.
It says question one. Here we
Okay.
go.
Counting down.
What would happen if you called out a person's mistake with a sound effect? They will get upset, the Freddie version. They will do the same thing to someone else. They will ignore it or quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. We got episode of the show.
What happens if you called out a person's mistake with a sound effect? Did you see number one, Freddie?
That's the one I picked.
Pick the color. They will get upset, is red. They will do the same thing to someone else, is yellow. They will ignore it
On
or
your
quiet on the
phone, pick
set.
a color.
On your phone,
Mistake
pick a choice or something.
with a sound effect.
Which the color, color, that's what it is. That's why I listen to the control. How many people do we have left?
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
I got it right.
Oh, Abdullah's here. Okay.
Next question, my good friends.
Double
Okay,
points.
Mine was incorrect. Okay.
What meme or saying does everyone in our generation know, but it will get in trouble if
When
said
I mean
in
by
class?
our generation, it means Generation Z. That's what I mean by
Ow,
our
my
generation,
hand.
current generation.
Mr. and Mrs. Big Fat Issue Embarrassment Scandal. What are those?
What is that? That's what I mean.
Cut, sigh, a light. Take it from the top.
Okay, guys, let's take it from the top.
I have no idea.
I don't know how was that.
I don't.
Not even a clue. Jalen, you got that?
Incorrect.
Oh my God, I got it
right.
correct. What a guess.
What are those?
It was
It's like, what are those? Because the thing is, because back in high school, I was watching this little video and said, because people do not get, they'll get in big old
double
trouble.
points. What
Like even-
potential client did someone suggest at the studio to be interviewed because of his or her connections? It's going to give away our secrets. King's Wellness Ranch, Axe to Acres Equestrian Center, Tradewinds Park Stables, and Folly Studio Sound Effects.
I don't know this one. You know it?
I don't.
Yes.
Oh, time's up.
Holy smokes, I got it right.
He's doing good.
No, these are all guesses.
I'm not even on the board.
Look at you at a streak of 3, Freddie.
I know this.
What theme song taken from a song should AMP2 Productions be? Come Fly With Me. It's very nice to go traveling. Aquara de Brazil and around the world.
I only know one answer to this. I got it wrong.
Ah, nice, Sally. Around the world.
Oh, I said come fly with me. Oh, me?
Me. Sally is me.
Okay.
I'm never going to make another 5 questions.
What business did one of our members go and interview? Local butcher shop? Mini Mart a few blocks away? Pizzerica or nowhere? Those are all good choices, though, Ben.
It is, because if I know the right answer to this.
Pizzerica. It's actually Pizzerica Thursday. We have to
Incorrect.
get some pies in the house.
It should be the local butcher shop. Yep.
And it is called
He's coming.
Beauregard's.
Yep.
Beauregard's. It's a beautiful butcher shop.
We have that week from tomorrow.
How many puppeteers did AMP2 Productions have in its lifespan up to the present? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Puppeteers. Do you consider yourself a puppeteer? Guess.
I guess, but I...
Well, I'm on a roll.
I got it right.
Wow.
Which one did you say?
3?
I said 2.
I said 1.
Abdul is still right up there.
You know this because you told me about this yesterday, remember?
Not 3.
What shows were filmed during the 8-week internship? Cooking show, quiz show, quiz show, astrology show, quiz show, astrology show, and church show. I like the way he simplifies what we do.
Church show. I messed up.
Faith show? I don't know. You do make things simple, Ben.
I got it right again. Oh my God.
I got it right. I got one.
I'm going up. Is there a prize?
I did one, but I'm still not on the board.
8. How many words can you make from the title of the morning show, The Brooklyn Cafe Show?
Jeez Louise.
Between 10 to 20. Oh, wow. I don't care. Between 50 to 100 words. Between 20 to 40 words.
I don't care. They may or may not.
How many words can you make from the title, The Brooklyn Cafe Show? Ben, did you do this? Ben, have you tried the words?
Yes, I did that. Yes.
So you have an answer? Wow, Sally.
I don't care.
He's going to have to give us some of the words.
I don't care, and it's incorrect.
I'm now free.
What sound effects in this clip is used in films today? Crinkling of paper. You got that? Crinkling of paper, drum roll with whistle. Explosion sound effect. And I don't know what a Foley studio does. What sound
Which
effects?
is the explosion? What color?
Here's the audio. That's why I'm buying audio right now. You have to watch the video.
You have to listen to what he's
You
playing.
have to watch the video to see when.
Yeah, I'm a bad guesser.
I'm a bad guesser too.
Nope.
I have the audio here.
I got it right again.
Oh my God.
How do you do that?
Me has a streak of 4 correct answers in a row. Look at you. What type of comedy is this?
I can't believe this.
Yeah, you have to watch the video first.
Stand
so
up,
you don't get
TikTok,
confused.
slapstick, or ow my butt?
TikTok. Say TikTok.
I started out good and I faded.
You have to watch the video before guessing. Take your that's right. For this one, I try to just get people to like take their time, watch the video.
I'm just guessing. I get this guess. I'm really.
You have to play lotto.
You have to watch the happy video. I provide audio here, you know.
This takes a long time going around.
Somebody's not answering.
You have to watch the video first. No
Who's
guessing.
missing?
Watch the video.
Yes,
I have the audio, you know.
Did you answer?
It's still
Yeah, I'm
going.
spinning.
still going.
Somebody didn't answer.
I didn't
I
No, I
lost.
didn't either.
Slapstick.
Surprise.
I got that one. If you wonder what slapstick is, slapstick is
Dreammaker, you come in third.
It was king back then. But
7-0. Oh, that was me. Magic. And let's see, winner is Abdullah. Woo, Abdullah.
I can't believe this. Every time
You came
I'm
in
winning,
third.
I lose, and you beat me again. And you beat me again. And you beat me again.
You got the bronze, I got the silver. Abdullah got the gold.
But last week it was the same thing, but I was in first place. I was in.
I had strong competition. I came in fourth.
Nice job, though.
You rebounded very well. You,
My psychic power.
yeah, you were a psycho, and you almost won.
All right, you ready?
Joining Russ here very quickly.
Ben, nice job. Thank you.
Nice job.
All right, let's wrap this up. Wow, what a full show. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Stay safe. If you're in the area, come over tonight to Gypsy Soul. It's her 1-year anniversary show with Denise Marsh. She's got cake. I think we'll get some Pizzerica Thursday to have a little bit of a party. Congratulate her on all her hard work and efforts. She had a vision to bring a show to fruition. She is a teacher over in the Wellington area, and she's made it work. Little by little, she's made it work. Her numbers are tremendous, and it's
Sends
all
me all
about
sorts of pictures.
authentic and finding your inner gypsy soul. So if Denise can do it, she should be the inspiration for everyone to have their voice be heard. We are going to be off tomorrow for a long weekend of summer, so have a great day, everyone, and we'll be back here in studio Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.